Hello people, how's it going? This video will be about my ownership experience of the 2022 Tata Nexon Dark Edition, top model, automatic variant. With that out of the way, let's jump into the video. Let's start with some of the things that I felt could be improved in the car. Number 1, it has bad average. But that is expected considering that this is an automatic variant. I get somewhere around 10.6 km per liter in the city and around 12.2 km per liter on highways. On very steep inclines, the handbrake alone will not stop the car from rolling back. Handbrake assisted incline start is somewhat less intuitive on the automatic variant. To handle the incline start, sport mode becomes a mandate and you have to almost floor the throttle to get a comfortable initial rev. Reverse parking sensors sometimes behave erratically. If they get a little dusty, you will be hearing the constant collision warning. Although for me, a quick workaround for this has been to wipe both the rear sensors with a slightly damp cloth as gently as possible. And voila, they started working perfectly again. Lastly, the thing that I felt could be improved was you always have to keep your phone connected via Android Auto to have a good navigation screen. The inbuilt navigation app is something that I did not like. Now let's move on to some of the points that I did like about the car. The car has different driving modes. And people keep saying that automatic is terrible, the car feels jerky, you don't get enough power delivery, and the baseless list goes on. Well, I beg to differ. By no means is it perfect, but it certainly is nice in the price range. Let me explain that. The car will definitely feel jerky if you drive it in the wrong mode, in unsuitable conditions, and in the wrong way. For example, if you put the car in economy mode and then throttle up, hoping the car will give you longer revs, well, that's just wrong, isn't it? Why? Because in economy mode, the car short shifts a lot to maintain lower revs and a higher gear. Similarly, in city mode, the car tries to avoid shifting gears too often, to avoid building up revs from scratch all over again. This is what you expect in the city. Sometimes you need a quick overtake, so instead of short shifting, you need a longer rev. City mode helps you exactly with that. Sports mode does exactly what it says. You have all the power the engine generates at your disposal. There is absolutely no short shifting whatever. The rev range goes really long. The throttle becomes very responsive and it sounds and feels awesome. But obviously, this mode burns through fuel like crazy. Alright, a little side note. There is something that took me a little while to get used to, which was to get that instant power, that feeling you get when you pin the throttle. That is a little counterintuitive in the automatic variant. As in, if you don't want to drop a gear, you just want to extend your current gear for higher revs without upshifting, don't pin the throttle too much. Let it build up and push it down only till about 70% of the total travel distance you have for your accelerator. This way, you can extend in any gear. If you push, let's say 80 to 90% of the throttle in one go, the car will for sure drop a gear and then start to build up those higher revs which you need. And this will certainly feel weird if you are in a situation where you needed that instant power. Apart from that, the TPMS or the tire pressure management system features absolutely on point. You constantly have a good estimate of the current condition of your tires. It works very well on longer journeys. Cruise control is very intuitive and easy to use. You can start it from 40 km per hour and then increment or decrement as per your requirement. Apart from this, the car makes you feel as if it is looking after you. You get an audio and a visual warning to take a tea break if you have been driving non-stop for more than 2.5 hours. Coming to the next point, the steering feels super responsive. It is light as a feather when you're slow, but the faster you go, the stiffer it gets, which gives you amazing confidence while driving. The car feels amazingly stable at high speeds, which gives you a really good sense of safety, and it feels like you're pretty much cruising in a tank. The next one is automatic climate control. That thing, along with the express cooling option, is so damn good. There have been situations where it was parked outside during peak summers in Delhi, still the cabin temperature dropped to very comfortable range within a minute or so. Automatic headlamps and rain sensing wipers are very well built as well. The wipers keep changing speed as per rain intensity, and it never happened with me where the wipers were running unnecessarily or were running at a higher speed than necessary. Although there's a short interesting thing that I noticed was that the Google navigation screen changes when the headlamps turn on and off. The navigation screen goes into dark mode as soon as the headlamps turn on and go back to light mode when the headlamps turn off. The simplest feature like height adjustable seat is super helpful, offering a great field of view, which once again gives you amazing confidence while driving because you know exactly where your car is. Lastly, we all know how safe and sturdy cars Tata build. So yeah, build quality is absolutely on point on this one. Well, these were my 2 cents about the automatic variant of the Tata Nexon Dark Edition. Do let me know what you think about this car, or if I missed anything that you would like to add in the comment section. If this video helped, maybe consider leaving a like, dropping a comment, or maybe subscribe.